Hi, this video is the art of hair transplant restoration surgery on an African American woman who had an old technique called hair scalp lowering technique, which cutting out the skin and then pull your scalp down, which left you with that hideous line of scar. You know, some people heal a little bit thinner, but some people can heal a little bit wider. But this, you know, the old the scalp excision is the old technique, and it's not very what do you call it, aesthetically pleasing. Why? Because that linear scars right there, you will never be able to wear your hair backward. You can put your hair bang on down the bang. However, not many people like to use this method anymore. Why? Because it's more invasive, more painful during recovery, more bleeding, more chance of infection. And of course it leaves that permanent linear scar, and would be because of the linear scar and the surgery that's very traumatic. It can cause more shock loss and hair loss, recede further, and which might reveal the scar more, and furthermore the excision will leave you a permanent numbness along the linear scar. So you really don't want to do this method, period. The best method, and on top of it, even after you do excision and those stuff, you need a hair transplant to hide the scar. So that's not the best option, best technique nowadays. And the more popular nowadays is the hair transplant. Hair transplant leave the scalp intact. We don't cut anything. We just transplant in the hair that you lost, and so then there's no numbness, no linear, no scarring in the front, no linear scar in the front, but you gotta find someone who specializes on black curly hair, and who specializes on restoring black woman hair. Why? It's because if the clinic or the surgeon not specialized in restoring black woman hair, they might give a Caucasian man hairline, and number one, or majority of the time it doesn't grow. And as you know, I'm one of the very few hair transplant surgeons who specialize in the art of restoring black woman and black man hairline. Why working with black curly hair is difficult is because not only the hair is curly, the root is curly as well. So when the root is curly, it's very difficult to work with, and if you're not experienced enough, so then when they don't have experience doing the dissection part, doing the harvesting part, and doing the placing part, they'll kill most of the graft, and then the result will be severely impacted. And so for hair transplant, it's not just the surgical skill of the surgeon. It requires a lot of the artistic and aesthetic detail to ensure a very natural result. So from her temple hair has gone all the way back, where her eyebrows end, the temple hair here, because of the surgery, it has receded quite a bit. So we had to rebuild that back. So we bring in her temple where the eyebrows end, around an inch and a half above. That's where it begin. For men, where the eyebrows end, you put a finger breadth, and that's where the temple should begin. So for men, forehead is wider than women, so bring them in. Now, if we don't bring in her temple and just fill in all those the hair and lower the hairline only, then you're gonna have a very low hairline but wide forehead. That doesn't look natural. The other important thing about the woman temple is for men is pointed most acute backward. For Caucasian men, Asian men less, and black men perpendicular, but for women actually pointed forward toward the middle. The other important features that's different with woman hairline is the zigzag is wider and higher in amplitude when compared to men. And then woman has more baby hair, so we feather more of the baby hair, so it looks more aesthetically natural. And as you can see, if you can have her turn this way, you can see her scar right here, and it run across right over here, all the way up here, and she's thinning. And so today we're gonna be putting at least $2,500 to $3,000 graft, and to rebuild her hair, lower hairline, to hide the scar, and work our way toward the back. We're gonna have to shave all the baby hair where we work with, because there's no way around not shaving. Otherwise, the result would be severely affected. and we'll be harvesting around 2,500 to 3,000 grafts, and a year later she will look completely different. Thank you.